Welcome to this lesson on the first derivative test. Today, we are going to learn how to use derivatives to find local maximums and local minimums of a function. This is one of the most practical tools in calculus for analyzing graphs. Before we apply the test, we need to find our candidates. These are called critical points. A critical point happens where the derivative is either zero, creating a horizontal tangent, or where the derivative is undefined, creating a sharp corner or cusp. Let's recall what the derivative tells us about the shape of a graph. If the derivative is positive, the function is increasing, it is going uphill. If the derivative is negative, the function is decreasing, it is going downhill. The first derivative test is based on a simple idea. If a function goes up and then down, it must have peaked at a maximum. If it goes down and then up, it must have bottomed out at a minimum. We are looking for a change in the sign of the slope. Here is the first case. If the derivative changes from positive to negative at a critical point, that point is a local maximum. Imagine walking up a hill and then walking down. The top of the hill is the maximum. The second case is the opposite. If the derivative changes from negative to positive, the point is a local minimum. This is like walking down into a valley and then climbing back up. The bottom of the valley is the minimum. Sometimes the sign of the derivative does not change. It might go from positive to positive or negative to negative. In this case, the point is not a maximum or a minimum. It might be a saddle point or an inflection point, like in the middle of a cubic graph. To solve these problems, follow 3 steps. First, calculate the derivative. Second, set it to 0 to find the critical points. Third, test the intervals between those points to see if the sign changes. Let's try an example. We have the function x cubed minus 3x squared. First, we take the derivative to get 3x squared minus 6x, then we set it to 0 and factor it. We find 2 critical points, x equals 0 and x equals 2. Now we test the intervals. To the left of 0, the slope is positive. Between 0 and 2, the slope is negative. To the right of 2, the slope is positive again. Because the sign changes from positive to negative at 0, that is a max. At 2, it changes from negative to positive, making it a min. To summarize, look for the sign change. Positive to negative is a maximum, negative to positive is a minimum. If the sign stays the same, it is neither. Keep practicing, and you will master curve sketching in no time.
If you like this video, hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe. Visit codelucky.com for more such useful content.